This video will introduce you to working with a client and showing her through your style analysis package, which takes about 2 hours, that all of the accessories that she has that she may never have considered. So I recommend that you, as the consultant, use some of the accessories that you have yourself. Now, over the years, I have found that styles go in and out, and I'm not really fashion-minded. I'm really about making that client look their absolute best with things that work only for them, whether they are in fashion or not. So let's start with this item. This is a very expensive costume jewelry earring. I purchased this, gosh, it's got to be 15 to 20 years ago. And I only had one outfit that it went with, but I simply loved it. Now you'll notice that this is a burnished kind of gold with a lot of darkness in it as well, and very ornate. This works really nicely with the differences in people's personality. So this would be a town and country look, and it worked perfectly for me in that era. Right now, I don't have an outfit that I can wear with these, but I simply love these earrings, and I will continue to keep them. Maybe 15 or 20 years ago, they were over $100, which seems like a lot at that time in my life. But this was one of my all-time favorites, and it's a little sexy because it dangles. Earrings that dangle usually are after 5, and that works best for them. So if it's glitzy or dangling, it's after 5. Now, this is not an after 5 dangle. This is a fun town and country weekend kind of look, and sort of funky like a gypsy. So I definitely had that kind of casual life just prior to starting this business. Then I gradually moved into some of the things that would be classic and timeless. Now, when you're working with a lady and you're helping her select earrings, it's going to be from probably your own collection. And you hold the earring up like this, and then you might hold another earring up on the opposite side while she's looking in the mirror, and you explain to her why certain shapes work and why they don't. So you as a consultant need to learn to analyze that and be objective about seeing what really works for her. So if the client has a long throat, and people have throats, chickens have necks, then I'm going to suggest that this is the way you would teach them what looked good on them. And you can see the dangling can be distracting, so of course that's not really for business. One of the things I have never owned are hoop earrings. They don't suit me at all. And personally, I find hoop earrings, especially the big ones, completely inappropriate no matter what someone's doing. What I like to see is the focus on the person and their bone structure and their depth and their quality rather than these weird hoop earrings. But that's a personal thing. Now we have after 5 glamour look, if there ever was one, and this is one of my all-time favorites. It's a very flirty earring. Now, something else that works well for a little more sophisticated, elegant look would be something like this. And for years, I had the opportunity of working on the cruise ships as a guest lecturer for free cruises in exchange for 5 one-hour sessions. So I had to purchase all the things I needed to be glamorous on a cruise. The first cruise, I had no idea what it was all about, and I knew my work, of course, but not only was it casual around the pool, it was fancy dinners, it was nightclub, it was glamorous. So it didn't take me long to realize I needed long gloves, white and black, and I needed a feather boa in white and black, etc. And I actually embraced a glamorous time in my life, and fortunately, I still love glamour. So after 5 earrings are going to be anything like this that is glitzy. I love glitz. And this is very modest, and it's tasteful rather than overdoing it. So the key with earrings and any jewelry for that matter is the jewelry wearing the person, or is the person wearing the jewelry? Obviously the latter is your best choice. So you're giving the client some logical steps so that when she goes into the shops after, and sometimes we take our clients shopping as well, and we get paid for that too. Yes, life is good. When should they go into the stores, they can immediately zoom in to the products that are really going to suit them. And I believe that if you don't love it, don't buy it. And it's not really about the actual cost of the item, it's the cost of wearing. And the number of times that you wear something brings down the cost per wearing, giving you an amazing price point. I'm wearing a St. John's suit today, and I have to admit I've had this suit for more than 20 years. Fortunately, I'm the same size, thank goodness. And because it's got the gold in the buttons, I can wear a gold brooch. And I don't want attention drawn to my bust in a business situation, so you can wear it fairly high and on the lapel for the best look. Now let's see, what else do we have here? We've got two really good examples. This is a soft muted gold, nice artistic shape, works beautifully for my bone structure and my face. And also the contrast of this, which is much more angular and much brighter, and then you're going to put them up to the lady and help her decide which is the best one. You're going to guide her. Now, another favorite glitz, which I have the matching necklace too, that I wore frequently on the cruises with strapless evening gowns. And I might not be wearing too many strapless evening gowns anymore, because I think at a certain point, showing less is actually better. So, and then we have some fun weekend things. I love turquoise, and I love things that dangle like this. And although most of my lifestyle has nothing to do with this type of life, but on the weekends and at a fun resort place, this is the right kind of jewelry. So I would be buying something like that. And during my town and country days, just prior to starting this career, when then I moved into classic, and then I moved into a bit of dramatic as well, I used a lot of town and country earrings. And you can see the burnished look of this rather than the really bright. So that would be a town and country look. So we've got dramatic, and we have classic and timeless, and we have something outdoorsy and something ingenue for a very youthful kind of person, and the town and country. So you'll be able to begin to look at everything differently as you become an image consultant. And a secret between just us, I remember someone telling me that I had one of the prettiest bodies they'd ever seen. However, I didn't have a clue how to dress. And that was in my 20s. Big wake-up call. In my 30s, I realized I had absolutely no idea what clothing suited me, what colors looked good on me. And fortunately, my mother was very artistic, but only in photography and art. She didn't focus on managing a household, and she certainly had no glamour about her. So it's taken me a long, long time. I really believe that we often end up teaching what we need to learn ourselves. So welcome. And from my heart, I want to share all of the insights that I've learned in the 3 decades in this exciting and lucrative career. Gloria Starr, on point, helping you reach your potential.